Hi everyone, my name is Wei, and today I want to discuss database case study activity. And this all case study activity will based on the Amazon Web Service as a main component for apply for the solution for all the case study. And next, let us start with our topic today. So what is database? The database is one of the collection of the data and structure information. So in the business world currently, that is the constantly changing and evolving. So by accurating the recording and update and tracking the data with the more efficiency and regular basis. So many of the company can use and apply the potential from insight that they can obtain from their data. So the database is one of the key for their choosing. So when they have a database, so the management for the database is more important. So the database management system are the current link for the managing of this data and database. Like other cloud service and cloud database offer the more significant cost advantage, which is more cost effective over the traditional database strategies. So for the AWS database, the Amazon Web Service database service include the Amazon RDS, Dynamo database, and Aurora. So AWS also provide the database service for a solution to managing the database. So let us quickly into our topic today. We have the three case study activity with the three real scenario in the real life. So for the case one, we can see the question about a data protection and management company that provide a service to enterprise. They must provide a database service for over the 55 petabytes of the data. Then they have two types of data that require a database solution. So the first, they need a relational database store for the configuration data, and second, they need a store for unstructured metadata to support the deduplication service. After the data is deduplicated, it is stored in the Amazon S3 for quick retrieval and eventually moved to the Amazon Glacier for the long-term storage. So below that has the diagram illustrate their architecture. So we can see they have the two-part database separate to describe, which is one for the configuration database and one for the metadata database. So I have decided some solution for this scenario and the case. So let's see the solution. For the configuration database, I decide to apply the Amazon RDS because the Amazon RDS full name, which is the Relational Database Service RDS. So it is one of the relational database that fulfill the requirement for the case one, which is require the relational database to apply. And Amazon RDS offer some numerous benefit, including skewing data type, volume, and multi variable zone deployment for the client or user to make their database management more efficiently. So it provides the automated management, backup, and patch management, and with higher availability. And it also reducing the administrative bundle with the scalable compute and storage. And not only that, the Amazon RDS also adapt to changing the workload efficiency with the multi variable zone deployment, ensure the fault tolerance. So and they they ensure their fault tolerance with enhancing the data reliability. And therefore the RDS support the various database engine. We can apply this for the configuration database. And for the second part, they have need to store the metadata for into a database. So I decide to apply the Amazon DynamoDB, which is full and managed NoSQL database, and it also has a low latency, which is the high speed for this database, and for the it also had a benefit for the data type. So it's automatic skill to handle the varying workloads and eliminating the needs for the manual capacity blending. With the built-in security, so we can decide the storage need, uh, how much that we have to apply in our database. So DynamoDB ensure the robust and secure database management, and it apply the pay-as-you-go pricing model to optimize our costs, and also the serverless architecture to reduce the operational overhead. So I think the Amazon DynamoDB is one of the best suggestion to apply in using for the metadata database, and this is the solution that I made for the case one case study. And let us see the case two study. We can see the question with the commercial shipping company. They use an on-premise legacy data management system, and they must migrate to a serverless ecosystem while they continue to use our existing database system, which based on the Oracle. They are also in the process of decomposing their highly structured relational data into the semi-structured data. So we can see the diagram illustrate for their architecture. They have the Oracle data in their physical database, and they want to apply into the server data with the relational database, and only and also they have to highly structure the data into the semi-structured data. So for the relational database for AWS, they have the RDS, like I mentioned just now for the last case study, but for this they have to highly structure the relation data into semi-structured data. So the solution, I will apply the Amazon Aurora, because the Amazon Aurora is one of the database. They also slightly same with the Amazon RDS, and it also the Postgres SQL computer relational database, and combined with the performance of the high-end commercial database with cost effectively. And it also the have a open source database, so we can easy to make the stability with auto scaling feature. And not only that, the Amazon Aurora also same like the Amazon RDS. They have apply the multi-available zone deployment, so we can back up the our data across the multi-availability zone to enhancing the data reliability. And its storage is automatically distributed across the multiple disks, and which has the ensuring quick and consistent performance, though its performance will increasing. And for his cost, the Amazon Aurora is very deliver has as a powerful and cost efficiency database for a solution to application the demanding the reliability and performance at the scale. And the consideration factor that migrate the Oracle to the Amazon Aurora is which the Amazon Aurora has provide the service and tools that is which is comprehensive set to deploy the Oracle database on reliability and secure. And not only that, the complexity is also need to learn. Then we need to learn to perform the analysis on the application and Oracle database workloads. And not only that, we also need to understand and compare the cost which is which database is more performance with the optimizing and the cost effective if efficient and with the highly available. And the last case we see the question with an online payment processing company that process over 1 million transactions per day, then they must have provide a service to e-commerce customer who offer flash sales. With the flash sale is means sales that offer greatly reduced price for a limited time, where demand can increase by the 30 times in the short time period. They use IAM and AWS KMS to authenticate the transaction with the functional institutions. So there needs a high throughput for this big roles. So we can see the diagram for their architecture. They have the database between the internet for the client and user and the bank. So they apply the AWS IAM for authorize and authenticate the user identity and make the access management. And they also use apply the AWS KMS for the key management service. And they need a database they can storage their transaction and also storage for their fresh sales. So for the solution, I am decide to apply the Amazon DynamoDB because it's like the feature I mentioned just now. This is fully managed with the NoSQL database, so its performance is very optimizer, and it also have a large volume based on the demand need demand need and to handle the very workloads. And for this database is scalability is very large. We can easily to change the size and the data type. And for security, the Amazon Dynamo has more secure compared to the others database, and it also have the integration service which they provide a global table for the cross-regional replication to ensuring the data ability works well. So the DynamoDB is more flexible data model to support the various use case and in making ideal choice for developer to make a highly available solution and easy to use the NoSQL database solution. So that's all for the discussion today about the three real life scenario with in this database case study activity. So thank you very much.